test. Check the mic. Make sure my head's not cut off. Hey guys, welcome back to another video here at the Subie Sanctuary, and today we have another just pulled in. So we found this car for sale online at Indigenous Dave's Auto Sales. It was in the as is section as a fixer-upper. We went and we checked it out, the price was right, and here we are. So now we're going to go through the car, show you guys what we're working with, and see if we can all come to the conclusion, is this a fix or is this a scrap? Here we have a 2004 WRX. We're going to start on the front, we're going to work our way to the back, then we're going to put the car up for the real money stuff. So as you can see here, we are working with a front mount intercooler. We have yet to hear this car run because it does not run. Underneath the hoodie here, got a really nice overspray painted engine bay. And then as for our power plant, we have an EJ207. This car actually has the matching ECU, so that is good versus its original 205. However, it sounds like it has no compression, so we will later have to dig into that. So we got some high-end Blue Dude silicone items, pink sty cap. Our overflow tank had to be modified for the charge pipes. This car is obviously a front mount. The rest of the piping is in the trunk. Then we have this cool strut bar. And from there, under the hood, otherwise not too exciting, so we'll move back from there. Now working up to our fenders here. They're not awesome. Very dented, probably rusty. But we do have these super sick, super speed wheels. Behind our super sick, super speed wheels, we have the Subaru 4-pots. So now moving inside the car here, we have the STI gauge cluster and some actually really beautiful STI seats and the matching door cards. So that is definitely some added bonus in getting the car. Up here we have some sort of boost gauge. You can see there someone's removed our stereo. Then we do have the sweet STI shifter trim, this cool purple knob. And then, this is probably the best part. The Sparco steering wheel. And we'll take a peek in the back here. Not too exciting in the interior of the car, but it definitely does have some items that give this car some sort of value. And then we have our super sick popcorn covered STI rear seats. And they're actually really good condition. I imagine if we vacuum the popcorn off, these will be some pretty nice seats. At some point in its life, this car was completely repainted. This is very much the pay and spray style here. This whole theme of dry looking clear coat carries throughout almost the whole entire car, so it's pretty freaking wretched. Here now in the rear of the car, you can see our super sick, super speed wheels yet again. We did get a complete 4 of these, so that is definitely some value in itself. Behind our super sick, super speed wheels, we actually have the Subaru 2-pots in there. So now we have a complete set of the 4/2 pots. As for our quarter panel here, she is looking a little suspicious. Got some bubbling there and some obscure shaping here. It actually goes inward, so they were going for a narrower body on this. Then we have a screw going right up into there to hold our body on. And let's see how she does with the hammer test. It's not bad. This is solid. Then we got the wingless trunk. This actually turned out to be an OEM wingless trunk. However, there is some not nice looking paint on it, but it's actually a decent condition trunk. Our taillights are looking really good. However, they are starting to develop their own ecosystem inside, some sort of aquarium type setup. And then our exhaust here, we have this cool carbon fiber and oversprayed exhaust surround, and then some sort of exhaust system underneath. It's got a blue tip, so we'll further investigate that. So again, like, look at the paint on this car. It is, I would describe it as solvent pop being the finish with a very large hint of debris in the paint. Like, it is super wild. Then again, our quarter panel over here is not looking much better. They went for a wider body on this. The line is actually coming outward, and then we've got some filler in there, and it's starting to kind of rust back through. Up in here, you can see the screws up into the body there to actually hold the bumper on. And and then again more. Like, you can feel the solvent pop on this. It's wild. All right, so from here, we've gone around the outside of the car. We have a general idea, but underneath, we're looking to see how solid this car actually is, because that is definitely a make or break with the older Subarus. Before we put it up, do you guys think the guy at Indigenous Dave's told us the truth, or do you think he was dishonest? Let's find out. All right, starting at the front here, our rad support is all there. Our U-frame is all there. That's a good start. However, I can see there has been some added metal here to our rad support, but otherwise, like, it's present. Then we have a cool chassis brace here that's kind of an added bonus. Then would you look at that? We've got STI aluminum control arms in the front. So then up in there, you can see we have the STI suspension. Then we've got what seems to be the beginning of our exhaust here. It is quite a bit of a dent, and the rest of it looks like it was made out of assorted fence posts there. Now let's start with the not good stuff, because everything I've shown you up to this point has been awesome, but now we're going to show you the not good stuff. Here we have our rocker, which extends from here to all the way here, which normally it shouldn't. So this is some sort of repair that was put in. It feels like it's made of metal. I got some tar over the floor. And right beside it here, we have a little bit of a peekaboo going on in the floor. And further back from that, we've got some more patchwork going on here. And it continues on almost right to the back of the car. The frame there is getting really, really quite scaly. You can take off, like I'm taking off pretty big chunks here. Then all the way now at our rear spindle, you can see we have the STI suspension again. It looks like our two pots were installed with the adapter bracket, but that is still fine. Now at least we have the adapter bracket. And I don't know if you guys already caught it, but we've got a problem. We've got a big hole in our frame here. Then just behind the frame in the rear apron, it looks like we've had some tar and goo to repair that. By the sound of this frame, that doesn't sound like the thickness of a frame. That sounds like either fiberglass or Bondo. We've rotted out our exhaust hanger there. Then our evap can here is kind of blowing in the wind, but in case we crash, we do have a tow hook, and it is also then integrated into the rest of the car, so you know you're really getting the structural rigidity you need when you tow this car out. This guy is actually pretty cool. This is a primitive racing rear diff cover, so this is something you'd use in rally racing to protect your diff from getting hit. So that is kind of a cool piece, added bonus. Then moving into our next rocker, she is not looking good. I'm not even sure what part this is supposed to be, because there's what looks like the impression of the pinch weld, and there's this. Maybe this went up like that, yeah. And then there's like another extra pinch weld. So this is like a triple pinch weld unit, pretty custom. Not doing well on the hammer test. We have a little bit of loose car here with actually some crazy Bondo chunks here that they must have used to try and blend it in. A little further down the line, we got more holes, and even more holes. It seems like this is all pretty much disconnected. It's just kind of in place, but it's not good. So now that the car is up, I've noticed this. We've got a Bondo bottom fender. This is common in the hack and pack world. And then underneath it is a full Bondo molding from rocker to the fender. So, I mean, you could never actually remove this fender if you needed to, because they've been Bondoed together. They've been tuned up with this carbon fiber sticker, which actually, like, at first I thought that was a selling feature, but now I'm not so sure. All right, well, there you guys have it. Purchase from Indigenous Dave's Auto Sales. And my first impressions now after examining the car a little more closely is I am not overly pleased with the condition and the price that we paid for this. So we had paid 5,000 Canadian for this car. Typically the 207 in good running condition is worth that alone. However, ours does not actually start. The guy said initially that it just needed a starter. We put a starter in and it actually has no compression at all. So with that being said, guys, what do you think our next move should be on this car? Should we try and take it back to the seller, or should we move forward, part it out, or try and go all out and build this into something radical? Let us know in the comments, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Until the next one, definitely. Yo, what's up, dude? Morning. What the heck? Where'd all the stuff go off of the car? No way. Where's all the stuff? Holy crap. Like the whole interior is freaking missing. The suspension, the wheels. Like, did they take the freaking fuses too? What the heck is this thing? Tracker? Galaxy tag? Property of Indigenous Dave?
Oh shit, son. Yo, check the surveillance camera, man. Like, it's gonna show something.
I actually am right now.
This is ridiculous.
Oh my goodness, you can see them. They came in at 2 a.m. in the morning and they're just like shredding it apart.
Jesus.
And then they're gone by 3 a.m.
That's
So
pretty
like
quick.
White U-Haul van.
No way.
That is crazy. I'm calling the police. Yeah, we think this was an inside job. He goes by the name of Extahede, criminal mastermind or something, running some sort of like criminal megacorp.
Can't believe he's done this.
Okay.
Fucking
yeah,
goddamn Extahede.
We're here now. All right. Yeah, we'll wait. They're sending an officer. I guess he's going to take a statement, give him the footage, go from there. Perfect.
Holy crap.
Perfect shot of his face, and it's exactly who we
That's
expected.
insane.
There it is. The police have come to take it away as evidence. So we'll keep you guys posted as to what happens with this story.